Welcome to the pre-game show for the game between the Pies and the Ds. It is game day and it's time to talk all things black and white. Ooh, final round of the home and away season. Feels good. 12 months removed from this time back then, to know that we have a little bit more left in us before the season is well and truly all said and done. Yeah. Just watching the game yesterday and seeing the end of it for those two teams in Carlton and Essendon, it was nice to know that our story isn't over yet and we're still writing a few more chapters, hopefully 5 or 6 more chapters from here. Well, depending if we get the double chance, right? Welcome to the early birds. Stefanos, Yassel, MD. Hey, I appreciate you jumping in quickly. Hope you're having a good day at work. And Benny, welcome. Chris, welcome. Chris Talbot, welcome. And Chris Cassette, welcome. I hope we're all well. How are we feeling? What's the vibe? What are we feeling? What's the mood going into this game? What's the mood? Did we speak about... So, yesterday we seen Will Parker gets omitted, unfortunately. But did we speak about what does that mean for Dan Houston tomorrow? I'm curious how... If we're going to play Houston on a wing, which we thought was not a raging success, but we thought it was good, right? So if we have a look at this, let me open up the Predictor 23 and see... I remember we did this last year with Quaynor where he played a couple games on a wing and then he just went back into defense. So maybe they use that as a way to build confidence in Houston's game. And they go, all right, Houston, he's got the confidence back with the ball. We're going to put him back in the back line. But surely not after just one game. Like one game's probably not enough, is it? You can't hear me. You guys can hear me, right? I think Chris is just saying just to lift. Manny, lift. Lift. All right, so if we do this. So, yeah, there's the shock, right? There's the shock. Parker is... Oh, what's happened here? Time to lift. We are percolating, ladies and gentlemen. We are heating up. Budkey. Can hear me loud and clear. It's nice to be going into the finals. Overall, the season's been really good. Lots of great games played and a lot to enjoy and remember. And hopefully there's more to savor in the final series. And it all starts tonight. Hey, at least we'll know. We'll know a bit more about where we stand. If we get the win, we keep an eye on the Gold Coast Port game, we'll know a little bit more as to where everything sits. McStay, spared a life. McStay has 9 lives, like a cat. Lift. Time to lift. Predict Cox in, lip out. Nah. The oven is preheating. Let's go. Slowly warming up. Where was I going with this? So if Houston, right? Guys, help me out. I guess we could just roll with that. Like, we can trust Bruzzy to be quite a... He can be quite a good ball user. Pez is okay. Howie's a severely underrated ball user by foot. He's brave. Darcy Moore's good at times. Frampton's safe. And Josh Dacos is Josh Dacos. So, you have that, right? So, Allen and Parker, the ones out. Rowan Steele in. Where's the space? Wait. Steele needs to come in, doesn't he? Oh, because Cox was not selected, so we'll put that. Sorry, Mace. We thought it was your time. We really thought it was your time. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Steele. Multis? A Multis channel? I'll look into that, Budki. I'll look into that. I'll look into putting that into the Discord, a Discord channel for those who don't mind a cheeky same game multi. Okay. What happens here then? I suppose that happens. funny. Like, well, if Steele is in, Allen's out, so that's a wing for a wing. I think Lipinski will be the sub. I think Steele starts. Charlie Denner's a bit stiff. See you at the Rosstown for number 17. Hey, hopefully, brother. Don't understand why Rowan Steele over Cox. We need up front, not down back. The problem is, Judd. The thing is, Judd, we are here today and we have seen nothing from Mason Cox this season. Whereas Rowan Steele, when he's played, yes, it was 2 games, but there was a lot of really positive signs that may suggest that Steele has a career at AFL level. Much younger, so you bleed him into some critical games, which will help you grow some hair on your nutsack, which is what Steele will get tonight when it's such a crucial game. That's an important factor. Rowan Steele's been playing exceptionally well in the VFL as well, if you want to add that to the performance he's had at AFL level. He's brave. Mason Cox, yes, the best version of Mason Cox is in our best 23, but the reality is, at ground level, he's a liability. And if he's not marking and if he's not dominating in the ruck, then he's pretty much a nuisance for the side. Benny, thanks for the 10, brother. What are we saying? Let me see. How fucking good is game day? Walk outside this lovely morning. First thing I see is a magpie on the fence having a warble. Excited all day. Boys will lift for us tonight. Be sure to enjoy the footy, everyone. Hey, we never know how many more games we've got left for this year, and obviously this won't be the last one, but it's one of the last few, right? So let's enjoy this, and that's certainly a good omen, seeing a magpie on the fence, for sure. Absolutely. You shaved your nutsack, Alex? Come on, mate. They're supposed to be growing this time of the year. McStay at least doesn't need to play 3 different positions, and that was a big piece in the conversation, wasn't it, Tribal Chief? Tribal Chief, that's a familiar name. Are you Feds the Tribal Chief on Instagram? There you go. I'm pretty sure that's the one. So, 1 second. One of the issues for McStay, which he didn't have control over, was the fact that he was playing in 3 different positions over the last 6 weeks. Okay, to play forward and then pinch hit in a ruck, I still wasn't the biggest fan. I'd like to see McStay as a stay-at-home forward or a centre-half forward at the most, right? So you put him into the ruck, throws off his rhythm, but then you also have to throw him into the back line for 2.5 games over the last six weeks, I would say. That Hawthorn game, he pretty much played exclusively in the back half. And while Frampton and Howe haven't been available, and when Darcy Moore is on the interchange, McStay has been the one covering him in the back line. So how do you expect someone to find continuity in his game unless they're a superstar, unless your name is Nick Dacos? It is very hard to play in 3 different positions in multiple different games, right? The connection along the wings has been missing since Hill and McCreary went missing, so the inclusion of Steele is a good one. I'm all for it. I love it. That's you. Brilliant, Trouble. Mason not constant. Too big of a risk to bring in. Steele has been above VFL standards. Deserves another opportunity. I am with you, Stephanos. I really hope he can own this spot, Rowan Steele, because ultimately for the club it means if that is a tick. Well, we thought Will Parker was a tick, didn't we? So we're wanting more. Although Will Parker was composed and confident and unbothered in the game against the Crows, we're clearly looking for more impact. We're looking for someone to have the ball in their hand and get 15 touches minimum and be brave and have some sort of say offensively in this game. So that's what I think Rowan Steele is. What's your pass mark? What's your pass mark for Rowan Steele to remain in the side after tonight? Because I made a video. I made a video on Monday saying Will Parker is the key to unleashing Dan Houston in the final series. Lo and behold, 4 days later, he's been dropped. So some of you are asking, will Rowan Steele take over Bobby's role? All right. So So we're saying like this is it's a rotation job between McCreary, Schultz, and Jamie Elliott. I just don't know about, is Rowan still rapid? Is he rapid like Lockie Schultz? Is he rapid like Bo McCreary? Is he going to be more of an endurance runner who puts pressure on like Lipinski? So maybe he does play forward. Maybe he plays off the half back. Maybe that's one. If Will Parker's out, does Rowan Steele play in the back line covering where Will Parker was on the weekend? Just bring some run and carry. Lift. If we win and Port win, is the top 2 locked up for us? Or is the top 4 locked up for us? I think, yeah, if Gold Coast drop Port or Essendon, top 4 is definitely ours as long as we win tonight. The alternative is Gold Coast can't win by more than 100 points against Essendon and Port Adelaide combined. And we have to win by 60 points against Melbourne based on those equations. Or what would make our life easier is if we see Hawthorn beat Brisbane and we just win comfortably against Melbourne, top 4 will be ours. So there's a few pathways. Still in for Lipinski's role tonight as a forward or as a winger. Will Parker stiff? I thought he played with some dare and can defend, but maybe Rowan still does play back. That's a possibility. How direct swap for Parker? Houston still up the ground. Still is a utility, not a key forward. Well, no one's saying Rowan Steele is a key forward. I'm just saying, well, McCreary, Schultz, and Jamie Elliott are not key forwards. I know Jamie Elliott can present as a key forward at times. They would be classified as general forwards or small forwards. I'm saying, we're asking, can Rowan Steele play a small forward role? All right. Yeah, I'm not too sure what we do with Lipinski's magnet. I can only assume he plays as a sub. I don't think Rowan Steele plays as a sub, although I feel like the sub has been the hardest thing to predict. You know what? Selection all year, the predicted 23 is so hard. Probably zero from, when did we start the predicted 23? Maybe halfway through the year, and I reckon we're maybe zero. We're 0 out of 15 or 12 or whatever it is. That's why it's more of a rolling predicted 23. We set the foundations up on the Tuesday stream with the predicted 23, and then we just keep it rolling as we hear things from training, the pre-match press conference. You don't think he's a forward in any respect? He kicked 4 goals in the VFL as a wing/forward. I reckon he's got something in him. We'll have to find out. AB, Parker out for Howe in. Didn't do anything wrong. Great signs from him that he's ready when we need him and likely to play a bigger role in our 2026 season. So there's players like Reef and Will Parker, as far as the youngsters are concerned. They're the players who will certainly have more opportunity next year. And then you're looking at players like in the next category, you got Di Mattia, you got Jath, you got Ryan, you got Hayes, you got Howes. Westie's probably right up there with Will Parker and Di Mattia, to be fair. 40-plus win would be huge. If we drop tonight, questions will be asked. Pendlebury as sub? No way. No way Pendlebury is going to be the sub. Not tonight. Would you prefer Ned Long or Lipinski if you had to choose one? Give me more context. Are you talking about tonight? Are you talking about for the year? Are you talking for the future? Give me a little bit more context. I'm not willing to answer that question with that limited context you've provided. Do you think McStay or Myercheck could get dropped for the finals if they have a bad game tonight and Cox comes in for the finals? I mean, if there was an opportunity for Mason Cox, you would have thought it would have been tonight. To bring him in the finals, unsure about his form. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm not entirely confident on doing that in the finals. Myercheck will not get dropped. Myercheck will not get dropped. There's no way on God's earth that Myercheck gets dropped. McStay, can he be dropped? Potentially, but as I've been saying all week, Fly likes sticking to his guns, and those guns in his team. Not literal, not guns metaphorically, but like his guns are players who are established in the 23. He doesn't want to mess up the structure and the system. McStay playing in the ruck, giving DC some rest, and if worst comes to worst and he needs to move back, he has that as well. While we might not see McStay play as a genuine defender tonight, we could, hopefully, I'm hoping we don't have to get to this point, but if it's a close game, McStay late in the quarters, if we're under the pump, say at end of the second quarter, Melbourne have got a bit of a sniff. Sometimes you just swing McStay back as that 7th defender. So that's why I don't see McStay, unless he has an absolute stinker of a game, maybe he gets dropped, but I don't think so. Cheika's untouchable and ungettable. I really do think, panning ahead, and I don't want to get too deep into this conversation, I think Jamie Elliott stays. I think Myercheck goes, potentially, and I think Charlie West will be a part of that redevelopment of that forward line. I think it's a necessary risk we can take next year. Charlie West comes in, bleed him into the system, get as many games into him as possible, turn him into a Logan Morris / Cal Shadir. That's what I'm thinking. As much as I don't want to lose Myercheck, heck, if it was up to me, I'd rather get rid of McStay instead of Myercheck, but McStay's in contract. Anyone else just think Moore isn't a good rev up, just lacks it? Yeah. That's Bruzzy would be the man. Peter G, overlooking Victoria Harbour here in the office at Docklands, and looks to be nice. Clear night for footy. We should be able to score tonight and get a 7 to 10 goal win. It sucks that it's just not in our DNA to pump teams, but there's no other way around it tonight. We have to win. We have to win by at least 8 goals, at least. And I don't do predictions, but like when a ladder predictor says to you this needs to happen, guess what? We need the Pies to win by this much tonight, otherwise it's going to be very difficult. I'm also surprised we've never tried Checkers down back. He's had a good year in the forward line, to be fair. Billy Frampton's been good. So, it hasn't been a real need as of recent anyways. Yep. He was obviously elite defender for Port Melbourne, wasn't he, Craig? We need a 91-point win like the Port game. Would be nice. Absolutely ice the game. Full rocker from first bounce. Let's do it. Fuck it. Your 5-6 hours from Melbourne weather is perfect. Will be a perfect night. So I'm assuming, farm, from your farm where you are, if the weather's nice there now, you're suggesting it should be nice in Melbourne a little bit later. Although it is nice, like it's decent. It's decent out there. You know, Checkers would be good in the back line. Checkers would be good in the back line, wouldn't he? Why do we need to win by a big margin? All right, here's what we'll do. For those who aren't clued in, we'll do a quick ladder predictor so I can show you why we need to win by like 60 points. There's a few variables, right? There's a few variables. We have to win by 60 points. If we're trying to take Gold Coast spot and Gold Coast don't win by 100 points or more against Port and Essendon combined, we take their spot. If Hawthorn lose, all right, let's do this. I'll just get the ladder up. To cover our ass, exactly. Benny, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships, you legend. Guys, get the stickers in. Those new members, use the stickers. Plenty of emojis to get around. There's Pendlebury, there's Swanee, there's Lift. Welcome, Becky. Welcome, Ken. Welcome, Hugh. Welcome, Tribal Chief. And welcome, Sneeds, Feed, and Seed. All right, let's do this. No, we need to do the ladder predictor so we can see what needs to happen. And then we'll get you on, Manny. We'll get you on, bro. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. We need to cook this up. Okay. Reset. Round. All right. Hypothetically, let's just say Collingwood win by 20 points. Just hypothetically, okay? And then we'll just say Gold Coast win. Let's say 50. Adelaide win Geelong win. Sydney win. GWS. Where's the big one? This is the big one here. So, Hawthorn win. Oh, we've got to add the Gold Coast one as well. All right. So what can happen here, right? If we win and we don't cover the percentage of Gold Coast, and Hawthorn win, we keep our spot in the 4 if we don't cover the margin. So if we cover the margin, if we do cover the margin by 50, 60 points, we can take leapfrog Gold Coast and Hawthorn. If Brisbane beat Hawthorn, then we can only take Gold Coast spot. But if Hawthorn beat Brisbane, we can take 2 spots depending on how much we win the game by. So, but it would be nice. It would be nice if Port Adelaide, the emotional wreck that they are, if they could just get a job done tonight at Adelaide Oval. Why not? Why not? I know Gold Coast have been better away from home this season, but they were deplorable last season, so maybe they can bring that back. Geelong right now in the box seat for the flag. Oh, well, if you're top 2, it gives you every chance, doesn't it? All right. We shall release the Manny Costo. Guys, if you want to jump into Discord, jump in now. Jump into the Discord. Come on, Port Magpies. No, I'm not starting again, mate. You can watch it back. You can watch it back. I spent like 2-3 minutes on it. Sad beans. Sad beans. Yasu File. Hold on, mate. Hold on. We can't hear. Hold on, we can't hear. We can't hear, mate. 1 second, mate. Go again.
Yasu Kenny Hinkley.
Hello, the Port Adelaide Magpies. Opa.
Hello, what are you doing there, Malaka? Are you lifting or what? Are you ready?
Yes, mate. Yes, mate. Benny, and Chris. Benny's taking us to a steakhouse in South Bank. We're gonna we're ravenous. We're ravenous. We're gonna destroy those steaks like the Pies are gonna fucking eat up those demons on the MCG turf tonight.
You better go out there and lift today at the game. It's critical. If they're only kicking 2-3 goals, get up there and start screaming. Start loading up goals today. Get the job done. If they don't get the job done tonight, I'm kicking off every fucking door in my house. 1 by 1. I'm telling you. I'm in a bad fucking mood. They better go out there and grow some testicles and fucking perform. I'm telling you. I've got the lawnmower ready. I'm going to cut the lawns now. Right, I'm going to crack a bottle there of scotch. I'm telling you. They better go out there today and get the job done there. Telling you. Don't worry.
Now's the
time, I don't want to see any fairy flossing. No fairy flossing. We spoke about it yesterday. Even on chronological 5-hour marathon. 5-hour marathon, buddy. We don't muck around.
You guys are
we
mad.
We don't muck around. I said, hey, we show up. We show up. Right? No one stands in our way. Do you understand? You get in our way, you go in the back of the boot. You understand? Right? With, what do you call it, straps on, duct tape and everything. Simple. The job's got to get done tonight. Whatever it takes. I don't want to win and lose, bro. We don't want to win and lose tonight at the same time. It's going to be the worst feeling you could possibly think of.
So what are you doing tonight? Are you going to have 2 screens open?
Like I told you, I got the lawnmower outside the whippersnipper. I'm going to cut the lawns. I want to get that smell there, the fresh grass smell. So I want to get the fresh grass smell. I'm going to leave the doors open, get the fresh grass smell for September. For September, right? Then I'm gonna lock everything down. Blinds are gonna get shut. Every door's gonna get locked, right? Everything's gonna be pitch black in here, and I'm gonna go underground. I wanna see what they do tonight. I'm watching them very closely, very, very closely. Release the shackles. They better release the shackles and start pumping goals on. You better tell them, go out there and release the shackles. No defensive shit. Unleash on them. Top four's critical. If we don't get top four, our season's done. That's it. Simple equation, my friend. Simple equation. Do or die tonight. It's do or die. If we die tonight, the season's been an absolute disgrace. I don't care what anyone says. The season's been a fucking bottle job and a disgrace. 60 points minimum. Even if we go out and win by 2 goals, it's not good enough. We still lose. So if we win, we can lose tonight as well. It's got to be a win-win. It can't be a win-loss. It has to be win-win.
Fuck, man. You haven't even had a drink and you're already fucking lifting, bro.
You Malaka, what do you want to see there?
We need to see that relentless side that we saw against Port Adelaide. Simple. We need to see that first. We didn't absolutely demolish Hawthorn, Brisbane, and Sydney and Carlton early in the season, but we were relentless. We were unforgiving. We iced the game.
That's it.
We have to do that and more tonight.
That's how it's got to be. All they got to do is put 2. All they got to do is put 2 goals on them every quarter. And if we get lucky, we won't put on a non-goal burst on them. But if we can put 2 goals on them a quarter and keep going and pushing, he better not pull the team back. I hope we don't get 5 goals up and he pulls the team back. I'm gonna fucking flip tonight. It's got to be.
We're going full rocker, mate. Full rocker, bro. Don't worry.
Full attack mode there. Attack mode there. We need the job done. And don't worry. He knows exactly. They know, the players know like we do what they need tonight. They know exactly what they need, because if they don't know what they need tonight, they're not a professional football club. They've spoken about it. They said we need percentage tonight, and he's going to release them. He has to release them. I reckon we're going to see rock and roll football tonight. Rock and roll footy.
Rock and roll footy.
Oh, it's in here.
Who says that?
Here he is, mate. Huh?
Oh, Chris, hold on. He's entered the
He's entered the domain. He's entered the domain, mate.
He's in the Discord dungeon, but I can't hear him.
The domain, mate.
Can you hear him yet?
Chris, hold on. Hello, HCH. What are you doing, buddy? I've lifted today. I'm up and about. Hey, you better get in that. You better get in that circle tonight, mate, before the game. Jump the fence.
I can't hear him. I think he's got me muted, bro. Tell him to unmute me, the dog.
I can hear him.
Tell him to unmute me. Tell him to unmute me. Manny.
He hasn't muted you, eh? He hasn't muted you.
I can't hear him. Tell him to leave and rejoin.
So get back out. Get back out. Go on the live stream under Anthony's name and come back in. YouTube live stream, it says. He's gone live stream. He's gone direct. He went direct.
Chris.
Now.
Yeah, I can hear you now, Frank.
Hello.
Danny, start the Collingwood chant now, mate. Now.
Hello.
Go. Collingwood chant, mate.
Collingwood chant.
Go.
Do it.
Let's go there. Hey, Chris, jump the fence. Take a balaclava with you. Take a balaclava with you. Put the belly on. Jump the fence at the football there and walk in the centre circle. Right? Give more bitch slap. Tell him to get the fuck out of there and rev them up. What are you saying? Rev the balls up there.
I want more to see my actual face, mate. I'm not fucking hiding my face.
Yeah, put a tank top on.
Hey, I want you standing up off your couch all night long, yeah? Standing up. Screaming at the TV.
I'm going to kick every fucking door off the fucking hinges in this fucking house. If they don't go out there 60 plus points there, I'm gonna kick every fucking door off the hinges. The front screen door is going to end up on the fucking
Anthony,
roof.
I missed the ladder predictor. So what's this talk about us needing to win by 60 points or more? What can you explain?
Okay,
that
I'll make it real.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
60
I'm
we
gonna
have to
explain it
beat
real
them,
quickly.
Oh, you do it,
Yeah.
Anthony. You do it.
60 point. We have to, if we want to cover all grounds, right? So if Gold Coast win by a total of 100 points against Essendon and Port, we won't make top four unless we win by 60 points or more. Ideally, Hawthorn beat Brisbane because then we won't have to worry about percentage so much. Simple.
Righto.
So we're
Righto.
all
We're
on
just
60.
simple as this, man. Got to get a convincing win. That's it. Home game.
Yeah,
Surely 80,000, 90,000 Collingwood fans there tonight. Surely we know it's top four or nothing.
we don't want it to be win-loss, mate. We might get a win tonight and still lose. It's going to be a fucking weird feeling, bro. It's going to be a real sick, weird feeling. If we win the game by 20 and we lose it because Gold Coast wins, it's going to be a real sick, weird feeling.
Well, where's the
Win-loss
Gold Coast game over at Adelaide against Port?
Yeah, same time as us. Tonight, same time.
Yeah. Well, fuck, I'll be having the AFL app.
They better come out, mate. I'm telling you. They better not fairy floss every single fucking player. Every single fucking player. Apart from Nick,
Kevin.
Apart from Nick, Josh, and Schultz. Get Kevin.
Kevinho.
Yeah. McStay needs to fucking lift, mate. That's who needs to lift.
All of them, Chris. All of them. Enough's enough. Testicles.
All of them, yeah.
Grow some testicles and go out there and put your head over the fucking footy. It's no tomorrow. That's it.
Kev.
Fucking kill those cunts.
Kev, are you lifting?
Jeez, Kev, that's aggressive.
I'm fucking lifting, bro. I'm lifting.
You don't sound like you're lifting.
Kev, give us all a rev up right now. Go.
I want the boys to fucking go out there and win by a big margin tonight and shove up Melbourne's fucking ass and tell them to fuck off and get the fuck out of there.
Woo!
Up and about, Kev.
And when we get a win, don't wait fucking Melbourne come back, bro. I don't want to see that shit. I want a big win tonight, make a statement, and hope that Gold Coast lose one game. That's all I want. And that's for them to get from us.
On you, mate.
That's it, Kev. Converted, mate. Converted. We've converted you, mate. That's it, buddy. Right. Fucking lift, bro. No Chris. Fucking prisoners tonight, mate. I'm telling you. Yeah. From the first bounce, if I don't see fucking head over the ball material tonight, mate, I'm gonna put my leg right through that fucking TV. It's over. I'm not gonna watch him again.
Yeah, Chris.
So you won't watch the first final.
We're gonna be walking in with crumbs today. We need top four, bro. If we don't get top four tonight,
you imagine an away elimination final after being 10 points clear on top of the ladder.
Exactly. And we get pumped. Right? And then next year, you know what? Just imagine next year, we can't make the A. We're not guaranteed. We're not guaranteed.
Where are we going? Where are we going with this conversation? No. Where are we going with this conversation? We're gonna, if we win tonight, we play finals. Fuck, if we have to travel to Adelaide, who gives a fuck? We'll win that, and then we'll win a flag. Don't worry about fucking slipping out of the 8 next year.
If we finish fifth, Anthony, if we finish fifth, bro. If we finish fifth, we're talking about not fourth. Fifth.
What? Even if we win by a big margin, Gold Coast only win by like 20 points or 40 points, we still be top four, mate. So
yeah, they've got another game in hand, Kev. They've got another game in hand, bro, against Essendon at home.
Yeah, they'll beat Essendon at home, but they'll lose to Port Adelaide tonight. You watch. Paul come out firing tonight for Ken Hickley, Travis Boak. You watch.
Kev,
it's a half-time game, mate.
Kev, I'm a supporter. I do not rely on any fucking other team to get the job done for me. I'll go out there and I'll fucking get it done.
Come on.
I'll go out there and I'll get it fucking done. You move out of my fucking way. Get out of my fucking way. I'm coming right fucking through there. Doesn't matter who's in the fucking way. I'm going to load up fucking 45s and fucking everything. Like, we don't want Port to do fuck all for us. We're Collingwood Football fucking Club. We walk out there and take what's fucking ours tonight. That's it. Fuck Port. Fuck Port and fuck Essendon. We run the fucking show.
You know what I want to see? I want to see 90,000 fucking Collingwood fans going off their fucking rocket tonight, mate. Collingwood chants, fucking loud fucking cheers, everything, mate.
You think we need Butters? You think we need Butters and fucking Ken Hinkley to get the job done for us? Hey, Butters, fuck off out the way. Ken Hinkley, get out the fucking way and look at the big boys come to town. We're playing a bottom four side, right? They've packed it up for the season. They want to go on holiday. Go out there and run right over them. Simple. In our hands, destiny's in our hands. Go there and take top four and salvage the fucking season. Salvage the season. Come on. Enough's enough. You've had 5 fucking chances. 5 chances and you haven't got the job done. Tonight's the last chance. Go out there and take your fucking chance and get it done. Simple. All of them. Lipinski, the Goey, all of them. The forwards, crunch bodies. The defenders, crunch them. Go right on with it, bro.
Yeah, I agree, bro.
Yes.
I agree.
Death is do or die tonight. That's it. Either we do or we die. That's it.
Yeah, I 100% agree. 100% agree that
I don't want to see supporters like Carlton supporters. If we go fifth, oh my God, yeah, we can still win it from fifth. Oh, we still made finals. And all this bullshit. No, it's not good enough. Tonight's the night. Simple.
All right.
Hey, Chris.
I think Chris is gone, but I'll leave you guys with it. All right, you guys. Hey, temper. Yeah, it's 12:30, man. We still got 7 hours. You're gonna crash. You're gonna crash out.
Don't worry about us, my friend. Don't worry about us, my friend. We don't crash out for no one. I'll be on Chronicles for another 6 hours tonight. Don't you worry about us, buddy. You worry about you, buddy, and live tonight. Yes, buddy.
All right. See you guys.
Yep.
Every Collingwood supporter to use head tonight. Every one of the supporters, members, and T-Squad to do the chant. The whole game.
All right, Kev. Thank you, brother. Good luck tonight.
All right, you too, man.
Whew. Jeez, that was tough, huh? That was a lot of lifting there. A lot of lifting. I don't have that energy. But that's certain people are here for certain reasons and they bring the energy. Benny, thanks to the 2 loud noises. I love lamp. What does that mean? I don't get that reference. I love lamp. Jared liked it. Jared liked your joke. I don't quite get it. We're getting on it, Kev. No mucking about. We should show the soccer supporters how to support your team. Not possible. I'm sorry, but the soccer crowds are far superior compared to a footy environment. Let's face it. How are we here? But let's go. That's it. Goal accuracy important. Anchorman reference. Sorry. Should have known better. Imagine we're up by 30 and the whole crowd know we need more goals. The crowd be rocking for them. I hope so. I absolutely hope so. Yeah, we got some hard-edged people in here. People from different walks of life. Everyone, they have their different ways of showing their love for the club. Rick, your opinion. What's my opinion? Anchorman reference 60% of the time it works 100% of the time. Am I nearly there? Come on, mate. Manage. Yeah, my opinion regarding the soccer. Look, if you go to a European game and you see how the groups of fans, they sing and work all together, and their songs and just the banners and the drums. Yeah, it's a sight to behold. It's a sight to behold, isn't it? What? So, is there any chance Ned Long is a sub tonight, or are we just at a point where we just keep on keeping on with Ned Long and trust that he'll find better use with the footy by hand, by foot, I mean, he's top 20 in the league amongst midfielders for goal assists. A lot of them would be through his hand pass and his penetrating long kicks. He's never going to dissect the forward 50, is he? EPL is next level, no comparison. Yeah, spot on. Oh, well, if you look, yeah, no comparison compared to AFL. EPL is worlds above when it comes to the atmosphere and the chants and, yeah, the synchronicity. But if you go to, like, Germany, Greece, Turkey, they're pretty, mate, some of the stuff you see there, unbelievable. Degoe to play like a man possessed will eat Varney. I hope so. I really do hope so. They might lose an arm trying to tackle Geordie tonight. Jack Chris too, mate. He, funnily enough, in weeks gone by, he was an easy target to tackle. But against Adelaide, you couldn't tackle him and you couldn't break his tackles either. That's the thing. That is the thing. What are some other conversations going into tonight and for the weeks ahead? What else is on your mind? Is there a player in mind, a tactic, just anything? Anything, guys. What are we thinking? What's the crack? What is the weather said to be tonight? Anyways, let's have a look. Melbourne weather. It's 14 and... it's okay, Friday. 7 p.m. That's okay. At 6 p.m. it's going to be 16, 15 degrees. 20% chance of rain at 9 p.m. We should be sweet. We should be we should be sweet. What are you saying? If I'm honest, I see Lipinski as a sub. He can bring some fight in a third or fourth quarter when the opposition is tired. I think that's probably a great way to unleash Pat Lipinski. He's a endurance beast. He'll be fresh. He'll be running on top of the ground. Hopefully we get some looks inside 50 from Lipinski like we did at the halfway mark of the year where he just, mate, he was superb going inside 50. But I don't know, we're not getting that connection. And then if the connection isn't there, then what are you relying on in Lipinski's game for him to stay in the side? Pies winning, okay. Pies winning margin. Gold Coast combined margin required to overtake. Oh, I can't read out. There's too many numbers for me, Peter. Okay, so wait. Pies winning margin. Okay. 10 points. And the required combined margin for Gold Coast to overtake from Essendon. Okay, I like this, Peter. This is high level. So if Collingwood win by 10 points, Gold Coast have to win by combined 54. If by 20, 65. If by 30, 75. If by 40, 86. If by 50, 97. If by 60, 108. If by 70, 118. Mate, I mean, wouldn't it be nice to put them to bed and walk out with a 70, 80, 90 point win? I just don't think that Melbourne are that type of side. I don't think they're that bad of a side. That's the problem. That's the problem. We're running into a decent side tonight who haven't had a great year and have shown positive signs from time to time. What are our crowd predictions? What are we saying? Surely 80, 85? Is that fair? Nick Dacos, 3 vote. He needs a 3 votes, eh? Look, to be honest, I've barely bat an eyelid towards the Brownlow. I think just at the end of the day, we want the flag, but I'm sure there'll come a time this season where we'll talk more about Nick Dacos and the Brownlow medal. If those boys were coached, the players would be too tired to play. I know it's a lot of energy at 12:30, huh? Manny, mate, these some of the fans here, they literally live and breathe and eat Collingwood football. I think they did Mick. I think his channel's called Chronicle something. They did a 6-hour live stream last night, and they do that every week, twice a week now. They're machines, bro. The team is pretty set now, pending injuries, maybe 1 or 2 like-for-like swaps. Example, Cox, McState, West. Yeah, it's getting to a point where our injury list is Bobby Hill, and that's it. Yeah, personal reasons. So outside of that, this is the best we have. And if we're making changes beyond this, it means players aren't performing, which is not what you want at this time of the year. Yeah, a little bit nervous. A little bit nervous. Of course, we need this one, but we also need to win convincingly and by a fair margin. You see Peter G's comment up there. Every 10 points, every 2 goals makes such a big difference when it comes down to it. Look, it can all be nullified if Hawthorn beat Brisbane, but we have to assume that everything goes against us. And if everything goes against us, what do we need to do in our power tonight? And that's win by as much as possible. More fast ball movement, chaos footy, take territory, and take them on through the corridor. And I'd like to think Pendlebury, side bottom, to the youngsters, Rowan Steele, Nick Dacos, take brave kicks. Set the precedent early. Don't be predictable though. There's that balance, yeah? There's the balance. Against Brisbane, oh, who was it before that? There was a game before that where we were quite underwhelming. Who did we play before Brisbane, guys? Fuck. Who did we play against before Brisbane? Was it Fremantle? No. Was it Richmond? It was Richmond, wasn't it? I feel like Brisbane, we were that was the game where we're under. Was it? 350 was Sidey, wasn't it? Yeah, 350 was Hawthorn for Sidey. Brisbane were underwhelming, and then everyone said, oh, we're going to come out, we're going to have a crack, we're going to be daring. And it was almost too predictable. It was like Hawthorn were ready for Collingwood to take the game on through the corridor. It was too predictable, wasn't it? Got to be 80k. I'm hoping it's not just 20-odd Murphs. I really don't. Melbourne want to beat us, so we need to bring our best. Really interested to see De Goey's trajectory. The club's been focused on getting him ready for this time, and he can make such a difference. It's sort of been a sleeping giant, this conversation around De Goey, because we've been so patient, and we're just at this point, the last couple of weeks we've been we're happy that he's back on the field. Can he continue to lift his level so that the murmurs don't explode and say, we're not getting enough from De Goey? I don't want to have that conversation. I know it's probably harsh to not, or it's harsh to rely on De Goey's output, given how much footy he's missed. But geez, wouldn't a nice 20 touches and 2 goals, or 15 touches and 4 goals just help De Goey's confidence and help with the outcome of the game tonight? We had Gold Coast, Freo, Richmond, Lion. Okay, there we go. Collingwood, hopefully not Madison. Hopefully not. What we saying? Round 13, we played Melbourne and got up by 1 point. Well, that's the thing, right? In the end, we're coming up against a team like. Are we being delusional thinking we can go into this game and win by 60 points? I mean, Hawthorn beat them by, 37 points last week? The realist in me says we're going to win by, if we are to win, we're probably only going to win by 4 or 5 goals. But the optimist in me and the faith in me says, we can do this. We can do it. It's a stronger team this year, isn't it? Who are the Ds? Not that it matters so much now, but who were the Ds missing last year at the end in that final game versus this year? Pretty sure they definitely didn't have Christian Petrarca. They didn't have Clayton Oliver. Who else were they missing? Realistically, minus 10 points. Hopefully not. That would be a disaster, guys. If we lose, that would be a disaster. So I'm not even letting my mind venture into that direction. If we really put the foot in the throat early, they will have 1 foot on the beach. I do like that idea. If we make it hard for them early, they will fold. I think you'd think they'd fold. What? There's nothing to fight for. There has to be some part of these players in the back of their mind. They're down by 45 at halftime, and they go, I could go extra hard. I could put my head over in this contest, but I run a risk of injuring myself, concussion. That affects my off season. We're going out tonight. We're supposed to have... We've got a booth at Electric. These are the things in that would be festering in the Demons players' minds to a certain extent, surely, right? That's, as a Collingwood fan, that's what I would like to believe. Lift milkshakes. Not a minus, it's a dash. Okay, I was going to say. I think Viney was out too. Jared winning is the answer. Chris, we're probably not going to speak about Rankin. We spoke about him for like 25 minutes the other day. It's game day. Let's focus on the Pies tonight. Let's focus on the Pies. Come on. Jared winning is the answer to that, mate. Finish fourth, and then we win in Adelaide or whatever. Yeah, I'm telling you, these guys, they've got their booths, they've got their list ready. They've got their outfit laid out. They've got their cologne next to their bed. They've got it all sorted. Surely you don't want to risk missing your end of season function at Electric tonight just because you want to win a contest when you're down by 40 points in the third quarter. Come on. We're professional. Like, they're professionals, but there comes a moment in time where you have to count your losses, right? It was pouring last year, was it? I don't think it was pouring last year. I know it was raining King's birthday this year. I feel like the conditions were relatively poor. But last season, when we pumped them, it was a Collingwood pumping. It wasn't a Geelong or Western Bulldogs pumping. But when we did a number on them, it wasn't raining, was it? Let's talk about our forwards' connection with our mids to get momentum and confidence. It goes both ways. It really is a 23-man problem, the connection, because it starts from whoever has the ball first when we turn over the ball, whether it's in our D50, middle third of the field, forward 50. It's a whole team thing. Melbourne have had this problem. Oh, there was lightning. There was, wasn't there? Do we think Nick gets the same hard tag, or they let it go and play freely, a bit of rehearsal for next year? I think it was paused. Hey, now it's coming to me. But for the most part, it was okay, wasn't it? Before the rain and all that. I don't think they tag Nick. I think if you put Langdon on him, you lose the outside run from Langdon. So maybe if they put someone else on him, maybe, but I don't think so. Can the boys do a better job protecting Nick? Well, he hasn't got the same sort of attention since the games of St Kilda, Melbourne, these types of games. So do it for the Pooch. Do it for the Rosie tonight. If anything, guys, do it for Rosie. Come on. Pies sidelines should put up signs of palm trees and beaches to remind D's their season is over. Maybe give out free... Hey, Jason, mate. Now, that is forward thinking. That is the type of thought-provoking ideas we need here at Pies Footy, Jason. I love that. That would be a ripe old piss take. Love that. That's great. Yeah. All right, guys. I am going to go back to work because I'm on my lunch break. And we'll see you tonight for the post-game show. Hopefully with a convincing win in hand. And as always, go Pies.